So, that should be it. Yeah. I really do think we're meant to be live. There we go. Okay. There's that. There's a live chat. Very cool. Everything's set up, although I would not mind this thing staying on top. Well, it's fine. So I wanted to make a little remix of this Deltarune thing, because I genuinely think it's fucking peak. It's the Freedom Team. So there you go, for the people who happen to click on this because you got clickbaited into like, oh, what's Deltarune's best song? I do think it's the Freedom Theme. So there you go. I'm gonna be concentrating on the music. I need it to be faster because the original one is at 180, which is fucking crazy, and I can't really write electronic music at 180. Okay, so the way I want to do this is I want to sketch out a drop, and then I want to do the rest. So let me get a lead. I do have one that I like particularly, which I have been using a lot lately. It's this one. It's a very standard melodic dubstep lead, but I think we can achieve quite a lot with it. So I'm gonna take, yeah, around here. Is that? And then I can base the melody here. So I wanted to do some legato, do glides. And then the big thing is that we're gonna be doing MPE. I fucking love MPE. So the thing here, I don't want to go too crazy with it. And then, like, we could do a massive bend here, like that. Kind of... So that doesn't work, and I really hope it's just because I don't have MPE enabled. But it is enabled, which is really weird. There's also use MP. Oh, there you go. That was it. What if we? And that's really just the move we can kind of do. We could do. I guess we could also do the classic route with pitch bends. That might actually be a bit easier on the ears. I think that's gonna be the route I'll go down on. Because it's fun! I love pitch bending shit. So let me get that. And then we'll have to do it the hard way. Because MPE is a lot more comfortable. It just like happens to be really... Well, I guess I'm gonna leave that there. I'm gonna leave that there, but I'm gonna try something else. So what if we do it the other way around? Kind of like this. So we go from like -7, we bend it up. And there we go, okay. I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna... Oh my fucking god. I have to do it manually. And we can do go. And then kind of bend up, but like really. That's so goofy. No, I would only go up to the C sharp here. Or down to the A sharp again. Yes, but in a lot, like, shorter time. Could also do a funky thing here, where we just kind of slide from every note to the next here. Can I create this very... This, like, big... We turn this big roll into a big slide. We're gonna see how that works, but that's, like, the idea. That's terrible. That's terrible. I did try, though. That's what matters. That note is also getting an accent, because I really like it. I like how it sounds. Maybe from there. That's the... Like, 7 is the most I would do. We could even make that longer. Ooh, I want to make that note longer. We'll do that later. And then here. Slide alert. That's where we'll go down, yeah. And we might make this a bit shorter, just kind of drag it in there. Can I copy the MPE thing? No! Why is that not working? That's so annoying. Bitwig, please fix. I'm not gonna do a big one here, because, like, if you do them too much, they do end up sounding pretty weird. You could make that very short. But this one definitely slides. Again, from the same place that then. And we need to do a massive, like, thing here. So we're gonna do something like that, and then also slide from that G here. So this note is really like a woo. Oh yeah, that can't be that. I do want it to go up, but like much later and much. Yeah, that's kind of fun. That's cool. And we just spent like what? I don't know. Oh yeah, 10 minutes doing a single lead. That's normal, I swear. So, round 2. We don't have to redo the MP. But we do have this one, which I have to heavily modify. Sorry for the deafening, loud, whatever. I'm gonna turn off the reverb and delay. do want a few more layers, I think. So maybe let's do one of these. I love this back a lot. I think this one. That sounds pretty Deltarune-y. Now that won't actually work. Nope. Okay, so that won't work, so let's actually take a look at my own presets, which are partially my own, but still. So I think, like, shadows is decent. I want a lower layer, something a bit in the higher mids. Maybe one of these. There's also another one I remember in the Porter pack. I think it's like one of the flicker ones. Oh wait. Keys. Here we go. This is not what I wanted, but I kind of like it. Okay. Hey! Glad to see that there's actual people watching this. That's fun. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good stack of leads. So I'm just gonna group them, call it leads, and then I'm gonna remove all the reverb and that kind of stuff from the presets that I picked. So, you know, we can kind of work from there. And like have them in a unified space. I think that's a very big thing for leads, you know, to kind of make them fit together. I'm gonna start with that. I'm gonna get a delay. No, before the delay, I'm gonna do two more things. I'm gonna get some of these opened. I'm gonna turn that off for now. We're gonna do that after the compressor. And just kind of do a bit of glue compression to... That's it. I like how that sounds. That's fun. I feel like this is like super loud, so I'm gonna take like. That's fun, yeah. So let's get the chords going. Would actually go here. And I do have the progression here. I'm gonna copy those notes. And paste them here. And we're gonna turn off MP for now. And let me get a polysynth, which I use for one preset specifically, and this like goes as a shout out to someone I met on Reddit who helped me make this. Yeah, I'm gonna turn that off. I'm gonna leave the second one. I'm gonna turn the key filter off, and then this I'm gonna make an automation thing for. It's set to 8 notes. Yeah, good. And then for the effects, we need that. So we have this. Okay, that's one more thing. Because we want to line these up with the melody. Mostly. Like, not perfectly, but like, we kind of want to have some kind of a system going on here. So this note we would make a lot shorter. Is that what we're doing? Nope. It's not that we're making that shorter, it's we're making this shorter. Okay. We need a bit more there, so I think that would be the where. Nope. It's a little more. Kind of crazy how big the differences are. And then I'm also going to fill that in. And then that's a bit more like lined up with the melody. So like if we play them together. I kind of preferred the straight chords, not gonna lie. As much as it works sometimes to kind of line them up, I think this is better. So I'm gonna decrease the noise here because they're pretty harsh already, and I'm gonna take this pitch glide off. And now we do the thing, because usually with chord stacks, like for example this chord, I would definitely arpeggiate. So you can kind of create a section like this. Now I need that. So just to get some rhythm into it. It works in the first, like in the second half, it doesn't in the first. That's pretty annoying. I think it's the switch that ruins it, not the actual, like, sound it ends up having. But we're gonna go with it for now. I'm gonna see how that works out. Let me see if I move this ARP out to in front of it. Yeah, the automation stays. So that's pretty important for whatever we're adding. And I'm gonna add a silent, because we need the LM chords. That's very important. I use them all the time. Just probably 2 octaves higher. There we go. No transpose. also that's like really fucking loud, so... Okay, that's pretty fine. I use these two together, like, basically in everything I do. Almost everything, anyways. And I'm gonna keep going with a serum. I love serum. Because there's this preset called mid-distorted, or MIDI-distorted. There's a really good layer I have for it, which actually is also a serum in my user folder, called Everything is Mid. So kind of do something like this. Let me group them, actually. I'll call it chords. There we go. I want to do a bit of low passing. I'm not gonna worry too much about mixing. I want to get the idea down. I do kind of miss a few more layers, so we're gonna like add a few more serums. There's, for example, like some pad-like layer we could add. Something like this. I also wanted Vital in. I love Vital. It's, I don't use it nearly as much as I used to, but, you know, it used to be my go-to synth before Serum 2. Okay. We're getting there, we're getting there. I can feel it. I do want to add something pluckier, I think. Which we might get from here in keys. Mm. Hmm. Ooh, I know. There's like I think it was a Jupiter preset that I kinda really, it could have been a Juno. I'm gonna double check it. I could never really tell them apart. Like I know that the Jupiter 8 is like the more advanced one, but like that's really where it ends for me. So I think it was like strings and then some like guitar thing. I guess it was. I know it's a guitar thing, so it could have been a not Jupiter. God damn it! I love these so much. These synths like really hit the spot for me with that like minor analog feel to it. I think it's super cool. So what was it? Nope. Strings. Nope. I know it sounds like a distorted. Yeah, these are the sounds that I wonder what was it? It wasn't a bass. Could have been an electric piano, but no, I don't think so. Maybe a key? Okay. So it might actually have been. I might be wrong, and it could have been a Jupiter thing. God damn it! It's so hard to find presets here. I do think there's like a bigger preset browser, so maybe we could do that. Maybe I like that. Nope, nope. I'm not that smart. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna just like get started from the electric piano and work my way down to strings. Why does that not work? I do remember some like... Nope. It's not a pad. Maybe it's a template. No. No, again. What could have been an organ? Wait, that's kind of fire. Ooh. That was not that fire. I don't get why it does that. Just need to play it like... I do need to find that one. Maybe it's in this project called Indie. That's my best guess. Because I'm not trying to like go through all of my projects. I don't think that would be very smart. No, it's not here. It's in one of these stupid projects. Like, I have way too much garbage here. Most of my projects don't make it out of Bitwig. Well, I guess I'll just get another serum preset. Oh no. Anyways, the flicker 2 is... No. Okay, so we've got a little bit of a chord stack. Okay, so we gotta mix this immediately, because otherwise it's just gonna be ass. So we're gonna start with the main layer. Around there. And with this one, I do want to, like, kind of tame that release, because it's fucking crazy. Yeah, that's super loud still. And I need to move that up to 200. So let me actually get a clipper on it. I'm gonna decrease all of them together. So let me add in the next instrument track, which is gonna be the bass. And I'm actually just gonna copy the one of these. I think serum would make more sense, because otherwise, yeah. Otherwise it gets messy. So I'm gonna get like this heavy reese. I think that's pretty good for a start, and I'm gonna get the lower notes of the chords. Just, you know, what you do. Just what you do for chords, yeah. So let me create a little clip there. Oh god, that hurts. Okay, quick thing. So that's really not gonna make a difference now. Oh, I guess because I have this on. No, it's not even that. I don't know, dude. Okay, so that's the first. There's also like one called Heavy Sauce, which is a lot heavier. I'm also gonna take like steal the fundamental from that. Yeah, the bass has to be fucking heavy. I don't think I'm gonna like do like actual heavy basses. Like dubstep basses. Like a good way to check if your stack is big enough is to just do this. And you want to do either 4.5 or 3. So yeah, we do need the bass. So let's get like 4 more layers. Or, well, 2 more. And I do want some to like actually benefit from that, you know, chopped parts. I'm gonna get the... this is something we used in End of the Day. It's made by No Race, my good friend. Can add that. And then, as like a last thing, because I really don't want to add too many basses, because that's like the most difficult thing to get right. I'm gonna increase the sustain on this, and then... I think that's really gonna drive the thing. And then do that as a last step, and add in just a clean, nice sub bass. Okay, so one thing I gotta do is that, because that's fucking terrible. And I'm also hearing some rumble here. There. There we go. Let me get a clipper. And yes, I do clip everything. Nope. I think this preset is not fitting here, so... there's a good one, I think one of the Years of War one. That's much better. It's very muddy, but it does work. Okay, let me get a dubstep kick. Good old virtual riot drums. Might be a little too long, but kind of. So let's see how it sounds with sidechain on. So with snares, I kind of started just like adding in whatever and trying out a lot. I do have an idea. Hey. Then let's actually use a polychrome kick, because they're like so heavy and compressed that you kind of just want it. And let's see. So we can start doing the shenanigans like this. I do have an idea to kind of breathe some life into this. I love satin a lot. So we can do something like... something like... Okay, I'm also adding the satin to this. Okay. Because that's what you would do. But I don't want to follow the keys either with... Okay, I do want to improve this chord progression a little bit. So I had some pretty fun results, kind of adding the C here, I think. Nope, definitely not a C. I think it would be like a B sharp, I think. Wait, let me cook. So what if we do, in fact, make that thing? Yeah, in the B part, it's perfectly fine, but it did need that. Yeah, that one only gets 7 steps. This one gets 9. Nope. I guess this one gets... There we go. Yeah, that's it. It's at 9. Okay, that's much better. So I'm gonna get the... Oh, shit. The new chords in here, because that extra one note kind of changes everything. It's so much fun when you're like thinking about it. When it's like, oh yeah, it's really just a small pedal note, but it adds a bit of extra depth and power. So now Okay, that's something I have to do. Each and every one of these. That's so cool. Okay, now we can just copy and paste this over. And that's gonna be a lot easier. It's gonna go there. Come on, let me paste it. Because, yeah, shit like this happens all the fucking time. Yeah, this isn't my, like, comfort place, in terms of making music anymore, because, like, I got so used to working with Eclipse and I'm like, kind of annoyed sometimes when we work together, but then I think back at, like, oh yeah, it used to be so fucking shit doing this alone, so. And yeah, we are also gonna need the new baseline now that we moved a note. And, yeah, well, I guess we'll just kind of do it ourselves. Like, I don't care. We'll have to paste the new pattern in. As well. But that should really be it. Like, that should do it. It's making it a bit too bright. Oh yeah, that can take a little more, so. Okay. I'm getting a bit tired, but I will say I do want to get at least a build-up done. So, yeah, let's be efficient about it, because I don't want to waste my own, or really anyone's time. So there's some 141s here, which I've been known for overusing. Like, these two together, and then a break, because we have this break chorus, not a good way to get laid. I think that's fucking perfect, not gonna lie. And then the way we do it is that I cut it here, and then I, you know, like, make... Also, a cool pro tip with drums, just, like, have them repitch, because it preserves the transients much better. And then we need maybe that. No. Nope. I'm not gonna add a fill just yet, because I think the melody's gonna do a pretty good job. So you're gonna have this lead here. I'm not gonna have bass. Oh, no! I'm gonna add, not 2 of those. 2 more of these. And then I'm gonna just, like, copy this. But we're not gonna do the ARP thing. We're not gonna do the ARP thing. Let me get a Nexus. Not that. The new Nexus. The cool Nexus. The cooler Nexus. And then there's, like, arpeggio, and then... That sounds oddly Deltarune. I love it. And then I want to get like a classic ARP sound. So like, let me get a Serum, and then one of the Porter ones, I think, would be nice. Let me quickly solo that just to... Okay. I'm just gonna add the pad in, just so you have something. And then we're gonna do the obvious, which I think you guys have heard me do a billion times at this point. But I'm gonna keep doing it because it makes making drops a whole lot easier. maybe going over a line. Just a bit. I mind having a little more bass. Okay, I'm gonna call it a day, I think. Like, I think that was a pretty good run. And, like, if this ends up getting some attention, then I might actually finish the song, so just gonna put that out there. Yeah, I really hope you guys actually liked it. Like, it's been super fun to be back and do some streaming, so if you're interested, then please please join us, or well, join me for more sometime soon, because I have a lot of time and don't know what to do with it. Oh well. Yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye.